My name is Hugh Bogart. I just wanted to do a few training exercises just to kind of get you an idea what I do or how I keep myself motivated during the day. So what I've done is I have a whiteboard set up that I put the important parts of my day. First of all, my number one goal and what I strive for every day is building a lifestyle that I won't need to vacation from. Doesn't mean I'm not going to vacation. It just means that as you get into your work, there's a lot of times that you need to step away. This way here, building a lifestyle I won't need to vacation from. Okay, so the important part of this board, I have 3 different spots that are important. This is probably the most important because this keeps you motivated. It's the impossible to possible. Those circumstances that you thought were impossible, and you have accomplished those and made them possible. Just could be little things like not having a job, or not having a job in the field that you want. You're persistent enough, and you get a job. Dating that best looking girl in school. Being able to pay rent, your bills. Illness is a big one. If you're down and out and the doctors don't give you much of a chance, you fight back from the illness. That's definitely an impossible to a possible situation. And things that are sometimes out of the control of your getting in an accident. So this is a very important part of this board. Impossible to possible. Because if you put your mind to it, you can do it. So you don't want to rule yourself out as being done, out, whatever, when you still have the capabilities of changing that around. Okay, so over on this side of the board, these are 7 steps, 7 philosophies of business. And we're going to go into more detail on these because there are a lot of layers in each one of them, but I'm just going to go over them real quick. The psychology is things like, what is your motivating factor? When you're down in the dumps, what are you going to draw on to get yourself back up and running? The right actions, that means you're following the pattern. You're following what has to be done. You're following the path of how to gain the trust and the like of your followers. The LTG is loading the gun. What that means is you're loading your campaign to present it to other people. Number 4 is shooting the gun. That's when you actually send your campaign out. Then this is a big important factor is the follow-up. Not many people buy on the first time that they see it. Everybody wants to think about it, want to make sure that it's legitimate, and then they'll buy when they know, like, and trust you. Tracking and measuring. This is when you have a campaign going and you're getting some success from it. You always want to track and measure it to see how you can do best. You have to know when it's time to increase your spending campaign to optimize your profits. And last is to celebrate. You need to be able to culminate everything to where where you can release. You should reward yourself for doing the job that has taken you these other steps to get to. So, doing the right actions, this kind of sets it up in a nutshell. Is you market to masses, you isolate the few, and you sell one-to-one. So if you're running an email campaign, you send an email out to a bunch of people. Whoever respond would be classified into the few, and then you spend your time with the few and not the masses that didn't respond. And that will equal buyers. And then just another little portion here that I feel is very important is know, like, and trust. That's when you're following up. If people know you, like you, and trust you, there's more chance for them to say, yeah, this is a product that I want to buy, especially if it's a higher ticket item. And then number 2 here is have to be or be to have. Do you work to live, or do you live to work? And however you want to phrase that, that's important to getting up to here. Building a lifestyle that you don't need a vacation from. Because if you're living to work and not working to live, then there's always less stress. There are more benefits for you health-wise. So that's today's. Tomorrow we'll go over I'll break down the seven steps, and it may take us a couple days to get through the 7 steps, but I'll break down the 7 steps, and hopefully you can use this in your businesses. Thank you.